Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mirror Mirror Talk to Me. This is Benson speaking. Hi, how are you doing? Are you doing fine? I hope you're doing well. So this is the fourth episode, and I think I kind of get what I'm going to do in the future, judged by the previous episodes. I will point out something from the previous episode, even though it is like clearing the thoughts or giving another point of view of the same question or extension to the previous question. Anything I can think of after editing. I will have some different ideas or question about myself again. Then I can bring it up to the next episode. So maybe we can do this like I can keep running like this in the future. So in the first half of the podcast, it will be like the last mirror, the former mirror. Tell me which one do you think is better? And then we can jump to present mirror, like we can talk about the question of the day and discuss it. Well, there's only me here, but like I will discuss it with myself. So let's do it. Okay, so let's start with the former mirror. About the former episode, we were talking about 4 different energies driving a car, and who is on the passenger seat, who is on the back seat. We did mention different energies like ego, fear, spirit, sexuality. I believe that most of the time was same person driving the car, same energy driving the car, so it becomes the biggest personality of yours. Then you kind of being influenced by other people or environment, and you started to change your driver. And also because the energy might be exhausted, like for driving for a long time, or who was on the back seat, they feel like, oh, I'm now having more energy, I can do the driving, but I may not drive as good as you are, but I can drive in the way I like, or in a different ways. Or some energy, let me leave the car, and some other energy will come into the car and exchange the driver seat, right? So that brings me to another question about like when are you going to stop the car and change different driver? I believe everyone has the moment. I believe nobody will drive the car with the same energy like for the whole time. I believe you will. It's kind of like draining your energy. Don't do that, please. You need to change. And with different people, you can't always use the same energy to drive. Like let's take ego for example. Like if I always use ego to drive my car, this car, some people they're using their ego as well. Then it's kind of bumping each other, and there will be some car accident. It's not something really good. So people might clash, and this is not the way you drive. But also it depends on who is on the passenger seat to guide the driver to go on the road. Because if the passenger is wise, probably they will guide your driver saying that, oh, this you don't need to go the straight, you need to go like the other side way and find an alley, you will see something else. So don't go to the straight because there's a traffic jam right now. Don't go hard on this one, and go soft, go easy, or something like that. So yeah, I think the question would be, what would you do to stop your car, or when, or how? I think this is very worth thinking. And we should think about it. Like other than just think about like the energies in the car, we are also like considering. It's like like having your car more gasoline. You need to find a gas station, right? It's not keep driving and non-stop. So yeah, tell me, how do you think about when are you going to stop the car and change the driver? So this is about like my former mirror. Okay, so let's jump to the present mirror. Now I want to talk about something about pain. The other day I was talking to my friend. We were sharing our lives, our thoughts, and we were talking about the painful things. And we were saying that like exercising, working out, it can be very, very like painful, but actually it's kind of giving you some joy or some happiness because you see the progress of your body. Like even you feel the muscle is so sore, but like afterwards you see like you can getting stronger, or you can become somebody like more fit. Then it's kind of the joy of the pain. So the question of the day was, when do you feel the joy of the pain, and how do you see this? How do you see the joy of the pain, or how do you see the pain in general? Well, this is a very intimate question because not a lot of people want to be vulnerable to share like when do they feel painful. It can be a lot of things, and also the painful things could not be something happy, right? Well, other than doing workout and exercise, I think there are so many things you may feel happy when you even you feel like painful. Like for example, like for me, doing tattoo. Like I have tattoo like on my arms, like here and there and there. You can see on my arm. I do have a lot of tattoos. When I did tattoo, I feel very uncomfortable. Not very, but like I just feel uncomfortable like when I do this because it's kind of pain. But afterwards, I think that is very happy because I saw the result is like what I imagined, or something is very unexpected. I really like it. I love it. That is the joy of pain of me. I didn't expect the result. Then the result sometimes surprises me. Then that is the joy of pain, I guess. So to me, I feel like unknown. Somehow it could be the thing I feel it's very painful because it's very hard to control and to see through that. It's like a mystery, you know. It's like you cannot see what's going on in the future and you're worried about it. But ultimately, when the result comes to you, it might not be the best outcome you expected. So now I'm trying not to expect anything. I'm just like go for it, and you will see something surprising you. That is the joy of the pain, I would say. So tell me, how do you think about the pain and the joy of the pain, and when do you feel that, and what is it, and how do you deal with it, or how do you see it? It's not something easy, but it's something you can discover yourself. Like why do you feel this is painful, and why do you hate it? And maybe you don't hate it, you just feel like that is something bothering you. Like for me, just like I said about the unknown, it can bother me a lot, but also you can find the joyful things, like afterwards you feel it's surprising. So tell me, how do you feel and how do you think? And I will see you next time. So please subscribe, and please comment in below to tell me how do you think about this episode, and how do you feel about the painful, the question and the answers. I would like to listen to all of your thoughts, and if I could, I can interact with you. So see you next time. Bye.